Hello, I'm about to go live with Lucia. We're going to talk about our stories and why we do what we do. If you've been following me, you know I'm like obsessed with monetizing. And I kind of take it for granted that people know what monetizing is. It's like normal or not like a job and making it make you money. So there's Lucia. I'm going to accept her. There she is.
Oh
Hello.
yeah, it's still daylight over there.
Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah.
Wow.
Awesome.
I'm excited. Okay, so we're like,
I could introduce you. So this is Lucia. She's my mentor. She's over in Miami. She's incredible. And today we're going to talk about our stories.
yeah, let's do that, and then let's talk about how we can partner up with people. Well, how I've been able to do that, partner up with people with from all over the world, and that it's a really cool thing about this is that yes, if you are local, that's great, but that's not to say like I literally have a team in Australia right now that's crushing it. Never met these girls in person, but there's a team there of people and friends that I have. So, a little bit about my story, super quick, you guys. I was just talking about this earlier, how I started in Monet, which is direct sales, when I had just moved to Miami, Florida. So I had no friends. I did not have the following that I had today. And I would look at the other successful Monet girls and I would be like, they joined with their college friends, their high school friends, their work friends, their mom friends, because they like lived in Miami for a long time. And I was just thinking, imagine if I would have compared myself and I would have said, oh, it only worked for them because they had a network and they had friends or they had a lot of followers. They have a lot of followers. I would not be here today.
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't have been able to accomplish what I accomplished. So sometimes what you think is your disadvantage can become, if you make it become your advantage, can become your advantage. So for me, I was like, okay, I don't have the network, so I'm going to lean into social media. And I'm just going to grow my brand there and I'm going to find people all over the world. And that's what I did. I used my disadvantage to my advantage. And literally my to-go line was like whenever I go to out in Miami for like a coffee or something, when I used to drink coffee, I would just talk to people and be like, new. I literally was saying up to 2 years living here, I was like, I just moved here. I was using that line for 2 years because it worked for me so well. And, I was new and I was always learning about new restaurants or places. It's like, I just moved here. Like, what restaurants do you recommend? And even until today, there are cities that I don't know about, like, Florida. So yeah, that's a little bit about me and just like an encouragement for anyone watching and wondering, and maybe you've been thinking about joining Dharma or myself in this amazing journey and you're like, but I don't have what Dharma has and I don't have what Lucia has. Look, we all started just one.
Mm-hmm.
That's how any business, just one person, and then it takes to find another person that sees the vision with you and that wants to work and it's coachable and it's hungry and it's self-motivated, and then the rest is history. So that's a little bit about my story.
Yeah, it's like an idea, right? I was listening to the Millionaire booklet, Grant's booklet, and he was like, you have an idea combined with like hard work over an extended period of time, plus discipline will equal success. That,
Mm,
that's what this is. It's an idea. Your
yeah.
idea is to start an online business.
Yeah, and for me it was an idea to just make an extra $500 a month. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you already knew the industry. I want you to tell your story. Like, you were familiar with this type of business model. I wasn't. To me, it was presented to me as a little side thing, which many people can do as a side thing. That's fine. We still take partners that want to do this part-time, but we do take partners that look into this as a career.
Mm-hmm.
I am not, this is my career and I'm not going to let anyone make me feel less or make fun of me because I chose this as a career. It
Mm-hmm.
pays like a career. like a very top career. So it is, right? It's my business. So I started just thinking I'm just going to make an extra $500 a month. And here we are, hundreds of thousands of dollars later.
Right.
It pays like a career.
I love that. Yes, I was in this industry before, and the reason why I started is because I wanted to be like an influencer, and I wanted to help people. Like I wanted to fix my acne that I had back then, others fix their acne. So I kind of found that avenue. But after being a couple of years with the company that I worked with, I just found myself at a crossroads where it was like really heavily misaligning with some of my core values. And so I've been watching Lucia for a while, and I did have that thought of like, like, wow, look at Lucia, like I can do that because Lucia is so fabulous. But but knew that I'm coachable and that if she can do it, so joined with you. I think it's been like a year and a half or something like that. It's been really amazing, and I love that I can work this from my phone around my crazy busy life as a mom and a military spouse and a working mom, and I have like 3 different sources of income, plus I still do my business and I take care of my clients, and so
Yeah.
it's really awesome.
Yeah. And, let's talk a little bit about Money itself,
Mm-hmm.
because I think everyone's story is going to be so different. And that's the beauty of this industry, is that you can come in. I mean, we have hundreds of different stories,
Mm-hmm.
professionals, nurses, stay-at-home moms, college students, teachers, like you name it.
Mm-hmm.
Like we can find a video where you can be like, wow, I feel like that's my life, or that's what my life was. And if
Mm-hmm.
she can do it, why not me? Like if you're that type of person that you look at someone and you get inspired rather than skeptical or jealous,
Mm-hmm.
and you look at somebody and you're like, wow, then you get happy for them. That's number one. And then number two, you're like, if she can do it, then I can do it. You are meant for this. Like we want to work with you.
Mm-hmm.
If you're somebody that gets skeptical, doesn't get happy about the person, thinks that we're lying, thinks that we're full of shit, because I know that there's those type of people, that you're not meant for this, because it's kind of like you don't believe that people can get better, or
Mm-hmm.
you don't believe that your situation can get better, or anyone's situation can get better. And that's really sad. There are people out there that do think that way, that you can't get better, or situations can't get better. But in our group, in our circle, we believe in the miracles. Like you see these people that, some of them were living normal lives. They had normal jobs, normal lives, normal salaries, and they started to be burnt out, or the wives would never see their husbands because they were always out working. And then the wife ends up making more money than the husband, and then the husband retires, and then they live this whole unrealistic lifestyle, which is so ideal for the family unit,
Mm-hmm.
and is so ideal for the children and the wife and the husband, for them to be really present. But because it's not normal in society, because we have to, whatever, find different jobs,
Mm-hmm.
we get looked at as like, you guys are selling unrealistic dream. But in
Right.
reality, like, go ahead.
No, yeah, I'm just saying, right, like
Yeah.
totally.
Yeah. So anyway, I don't know where I was going with this. I kind of like, I'm like lost my thought there. But oh yeah, let's talk a little bit about the company. What are some of the things that you like, or that you can highlight about Monet, especially coming from another, not from another company necessarily, but being in the industry? Like, what are some things that you are like, okay, I really like this about the business, and how can this benefit moms as well, since you're a
Mm-hmm.
mom?
Yeah, well, one of the biggest things is that the people that are running the company, um, like in the main office, the CEO, the founder, have experience in the industry, so they know how it works for us as like the independent contractors.
Mm-hmm.
So they have like all the steps, like they just came out with like the boards that has like the step by step on how to get started, and everything so easily accessible. Like if the person running the company doesn't know that, then it's like the blind leading the blind.
Mm.
So that's really valuable. Also, the time of like, it's expanding so fast. It's actually really funny. This girl that I know that was very successful in the past in this industry just switched and is starting with Monet.
Wow.
Okay, like she sees the vision that it's just like expanding in countries so quickly, and the products are so amazing. They just speak for themselves. So that would be one of my top things, is that it's run by people that know how to have success within it, so they make it easy for us, easy. And then that the products are so incredible and it's growing so fast.
Yeah, and just a little bit on the growth. We are in 10 countries in less than 10 years. So I was also having a conversation with somebody that's in another company, and the company has like 30, 40 years.
Mm-hmm.
It's that long, but they're only in like
But
not even 4 or 5
mm-hmm.
countries. And I was like shocked by that. But you know, I think Monet, when Monet started, the name is Monet Global. So
I
when
was
you have, exactly, so when you have leaders that are already thinking big
mm-hmm.
from the get-go, like it's not like, oh, maybe, no, they're like, we're Monet Global, we're going to be in every single country, we're going to be the number one, and we're going to do this. And that's the type of leadership that we have from corporate. It's also ran by a family, and I absolutely love that. I think it takes a lot of strength,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of confidence and power to run a business with your family.
Yeah.
And I admire that from them so much, because I'm sure it's not all like, you
Yeah.
know,
Rainbows and butterflies.
exactly. But almost 10 years, the dad, the two sons, the daughters, and then their spouses are all involved. I mean, it's so beautiful and inspiring. And it's like, you can have a team with your family, you can work with your family. So they're very family oriented. They're not like with the hustle mindset where you have to completely neglect your family or neglect everything else and just hustle, 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 hustle. They actually don't promote that. They do promote hard work. They promote that you need to dedicate the time, especially at the beginning. It's just like anything is going to need a lot of love, a lot of attention. I didn't hear anything. It's going to need it's going to need a lot of attention at the beginning. But once you get this going, the goal is that you have more time flexibility and financial flexibility so you can go and enjoy it with your family.
Mm-hmm.
It's not to have this hustle, what is it, culture or mindset or whatever has been going viral on the
Mm-hmm.
internet, where people are getting burned out. People are like, what's the point of this hustle thing if like I
Mm-hmm.
always have to, you know. So our leaders are, they do a very good job at like promoting pro survival activities rather than just like insanely going to the left or to the right. So
Which is for me to talk about moms,
mhm.
and you're looking at my big push now. It's like we just want to monetize, so turn into an income what you're already doing. Because as moms are
Mhm.
completely full, but you still wash your hair. A lot of moms still do their hair, like do their makeup, like that kind of thing. And we want to go out and we want to meet moms and we want to have play dates and all of this. So it's like already doing the very basic thing to help you grow a successful business with us. So it's just a matter of like being intentional with those things and monetizing it.
Yeah, I love that. And you can
Mm-hmm.
still be home or at the park or wherever. And I feel I know when I would hear that, I would think it's unrealistic. I'm like, I don't have kids yet, so when I work, like I just have dogs,
Yeah.
and you know, like I can like focus and work, and I know that you can get a lot of work done there.
Mm-hmm.
But there are so many incredible moms crushing it in this business. So then I look at like, when they're saying, when they have a newborn or they have a 9 month old or a 2 year old and they're like crushing it,
Yeah.
then I'm like, okay, then it's real. And when they're saying it from their mouth, they're like, if you're like Dharma saying, if you're intentional, you're already doing these things, you're already washing your hair, you're already, maybe you at least brush your hair,
Yeah.
right? So why not be intentional and monetize from that, and then bring more, um, contribute to the finances of your household?
Mm-hmm.
Why not? So
Yeah.
I think that those are, go ahead.
And just like incentivize taking care of ourselves, because it's very easy
Mm-hmm.
to like a child that needs your or multiple children and a husband and a house. So it's just like, no, it's actually part of my job to
Mm-hmm.
get glowy skin and nice soft hair. So and you know, do our wellness supplements and everything. So it's just like an extra incentive to like, I got to take care of myself because this is a business and it's a tax write-off. So it's just it's like a no-brainer. Like as soon as I start talking about it, I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like you get pumped again. You're like, where do I sign up again? Like,
Yeah.
how do I do this? Exactly. It's to me, like again, I'm not a mom yet, but to me, it's the perfect vehicle for women to feel like they are contributing financially if that's what they want.
Mm-hmm.
It's also the perfect vehicle for women to be productive in another area of their
Yes.
womanhood,
Yeah.
because when you become a mom, that's like a full-time job,
Mm-hmm.
and it's the most beautiful thing and the most important job in my viewpoint, right? To raise the
Mm-hmm.
future civilization of the planet.
Not a big deal.
Not a big deal, right? We're just, yeah, exactly. So that's a full-time job, but also like I know that for a lot of women, especially in this era, it's normal for us and it's needed to also produce money, income, work, like that game, of like feeling productive in that area of your life. I truly believe that Money is the perfect vehicle for women to feel empowered in both areas.
Yeah.
Again, we're never going to make you feel guilty for being a mom first.
Mm-hmm.
We are never going to give you crap if something happened, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because the family is first. Family is first.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're intentional, if you have a higher level of responsibility to yourself, to your kids, your family, you're also going to be able to manage your job, your Monet job,
Mm-hmm.
which is a vehicle really for you to be a present mom and also contribute financially. And there's many women doing it. So if you think, well, I don't know, I can't do it, they have help. Again, go back to the beginning of my story. I had all the reasons why I shouldn't do this, but
Mm-hmm.
I used my disadvantages and I make them my advantage. I flipped it. I was like, okay, I'm the new girl. I don't have a network. You give me any scenario and I will help you flip it.
Yeah. And I guarantee you give us your story and why you feel like you can't do it. We'll find someone with that same story that is super
That done it.
successful. And we can reach out to them and they can be like, this is what I did to have success, because we all want to help each other. There's no secrets. We're all
There
like
is no
here to
secrets.
see each other flourish. And the last thing I'll say, mom, as a mom, for me, I look forward to our annual convention that we have every year. So I'm
Yeah.
already up. We're going to go to Orlando. I'm going to take my family with me, the tax write-off. We're going to get a hotel, a rental car, spend a couple of days in Orlando. Like, again, incentivizing things that maybe you're already planning a family trip, but like, let's make tax write-off. Let's take your family and let's make it a business conference. That's super empowering.
I love that. I love that. Yeah. Ooh, we can talk about the traveling.
Yeah.
So if you like to travel, we'll finish off with this. When you join this month in March, you have a couple of months to qualify for one of our biggest trip, which is they're taking us to Tulum this year in November.
Which is
Okay, so
nice. Where the heck is Tulum? It's nice.
Mexico, yes, in Mexico. It's like you land in Cancun, and then from there, I think it's like a 2-hour drive. But I heard it's beautiful. I've never been to Tulum, so I'm really excited to go. I've been to Cancun, but not Tulum.
Yeah.
So, if this is something that you as a mom, like you've been wanting to take your family on a vacation, or you yourself have been wanting to go on a vacation, but money, time, whatever it is,
Mm-hmm.
this business has so many perks to empower women. If we have empowered moms, empowered wives, we're going to have empowered, confident children. We're going to have
Mm-hmm.
happy husbands. Like that's why, again, I believe that this vehicle is just so good for society,
Mm-hmm.
and it's such a good vehicle for women to be empowered in every single area of their life. So if you decide to join the business, the sooner the better. Okay, we're
Mm-hmm.
almost at the end of the month. You'll get a lot of perks. There's if you join now, you're going to be able to get a voucher for next month to get I think it's $100 or 150, $150.
Mm-hmm.
So next month you can purchase products for $150. So if we really look at this, you can join the business today with as little as $100 or something like that, because you're going to get your money back and you're going to be able to buy more products. Okay.
Right.
If you have any questions on that, just DM us. But basically, it'll be a it is this month a very cool incentive, because you'll get more products. The more products you get, the happier you're going to be, because you're going to see the results in your skin, on your hair. You can use it towards the skincare makeup, which I've been wearing since,
Love
I
it.
don't even know, this morning, and this is what my face looks like. And it's just the best makeup that I've ever had, that I've ever tried. So I wanted to say that. And also, you have March, April, May, June, July. You have 4 months to work this business and possibly qualify to a free trip for Tulum, Mexico, in 4 months. So I know it sounds kind of unreal, surreal, but I'm looking for those big dreamers. I'm looking for those people that are like, you know what, if these girls did it, then I can do it too. That's who I'm looking for, because I know I was one of those girls. I was like, if she did it, I can do it too. It was very vague, but I had the thought, and here we are.
Yeah, same here. Awesome. Well, yeah, message us if you guys have any questions or you're ready to get started.
Awesome. Thanks, Dharma. I will see
Yeah.
you. Oh, Marcia. I'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.